Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at NECA's Pacific Rim Wave 2. This is the Kaiju Leatherback. So Leatherback comes in pretty much the standard NECA packaging, however this figure is huge. So just for a quick comparison, you can see Leatherback here with Striker Eureka, and the size difference is immense. So on the back of the box we can see that Leatherback is a Category 4 Kaiju. Also on the back of the packaging we can see the full Series 1 of Gypsy Danger, Knifehead and Crimson Typhoon. And we also get from Series 2, Leatherback and Striker Eureka. So here we have Leatherback out of the packaging, and the first thing that strikes you about this figure is it's massive. It weighs a ton. This is one solid chunk of plastic. And the fact that you're getting this for the price of a standard NECA figure means I can overlook some of the little issues that I do have with this figure. As far as the paintwork goes on this figure though, it is pretty stunning. Mine has one little flaw. If we look at this arm, it's just got a blob there. It's actually meant to be a stripe that runs along. But other than that, it's pretty nicely done. So if we take a closer look at the eyes, you can see they're actually painted silver, which is a way of breathing life into a character. It was a similar technique they used on Return of the Jedi with the Rancor monster. So as far as the sculpt goes, this thing is pretty nice indeed. If we take a closer look at the head there, you can see just how nice this is. It actually has an open and closable mouth as well, and the head does turn. On the back we have this thing that sticks out of the back. It looks like it's actually a separate piece that would maybe be an action lever or something, but it doesn't seem to move. And as you can see, this figure needs to stand on all fours really. You can sort of make him stand up, but he's so heavy at the front he's just going to fall over again. Which brings me on to the articulation on this figure, and that's what really lets it down. Don't get me wrong, it has some great articulation in places, but other parts, the obvious ones, it seems to be lacking. So we've already covered the head. It would be nice if that would actually tilt up and down a little bit. These arms, this is a major flaw really. The only pivot we get is that, which then means with these massive arms, you can't ever bring them away from his body. If you're going to put both arms up together, they just cross over. It would be a lot better if we could have these arms that would actually come out all the way so we can have a swiping motion. The rest of the arms are actually pretty amazing. We've got this massive joint there. There's no way that's going to break on you. The wrists just have a turn there. They don't actually rock or anything. We also have separate finger articulation on the three fingers. Not a great deal, but a little bit. And we can also move this little thumb up and down as well. Then we come to his legs, and this is another little flaw I found with it. You would think that these legs would move forwards and backwards. They don't, they just turn. And that seems a real shame. If you could have a little bit of movement on there, you could do so much more with this figure. It's got a little sort of a knee joint there, and a backwards knee joint there as well, a bit like a chicken leg. And you've also got a little foot turn. Also noticeable on this, no peg holes for putting on a stand, which is a little bit of a shame, but I suppose with a figure this big you're going to just sort of have him on all fours and he doesn't really need a stand then. So back when Knifehead came out in Series 1 there was a lot of complaints that he was too small. Well, NECA have certainly made up for it with Leatherback. This figure is massive. So if we put him next to a Jaeger, this is Striker Eureka, you can see just how massive this figure is. The only problem with that size though is he kind of lacks on posability because he's so front heavy. You can barely get him to stand on one arm and have the other one raised. He just wants to fall over all the time, which is a bit of a shame because you can't get a nice action pose with him. So as this is the last figure in Wave 2, I thought it'd be nice to take a look at what we've got so far. So at the front there we've got the Wave 1 figures, at the back we've got Wave 2, and I think NECA are doing a fantastic job with these Pacific Rim figures, and long may it continue. So there you go guys, that is the Kaiju Leatherback from Pacific Rim. Articulation aside, it's still an excellent figure and well worth checking out. This has been Luke, thanks for watching.